Hey, what's up, y'all? My name's Kennedy, and welcome to my channel.
Baby, won't you bang my line? Cause if you bad and broke, that's a sign. Let you messing with a lame, wasting time. Let me take you to the hills for the vibes. Bad new vibe, tryna tell me.
So today I'm going to be doing my 11th month update for my locks, which is wild because that means literally next month I will be at 1 year locked. To think that my locaversary is coming up so soon is really wild to me because it does not feel like a year has passed, but this also feels like the longest year ever. So it's interesting. Time is not real. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys today about like a lot of changes that I've made in my lock care routine. And not really changes in like what I actually do, just in a few of my products. I've changed some things around, started to experiment with a few more things, simply because I felt like the routine that I had was fine, but like I felt like my locks were a little bit dry. They could have used a little bit more life. So I really just wanted to, you know, try out some new things, see how I felt about them, see if it made my locks feel any better. And you know, if it does, I'll keep going with it. And then I also want to talk to you guys, as you can probably tell by the title of this video. I did try interlocking my hair for the first time, so I'm going to show you guys like what I did and why I decided to interlock some of my locks, and I'm going to kind of show you that whole process. So first things first is products. So when it comes to like my regular lock routine, I'm really just someone who uses like rose water and oil on like a regular daily basis. And the only thing that I've like changed out of that is that usually I would go between like grapeseed oil or jojoba oil or Jamaican black castor oil. And like those are the ones that I used to stick to. Right now I've been using this doesn't want to focus, but I've been using the Jamaican mango lime island oil with moringa seed oil and manuka honey, and I've liked it. I feel like first off it smells really nice, and I feel like it has, you know, helped my scalp be a little bit less itchy, a little less irritated, and just like more moisturized. So I have liked it. Y'all let me know if y'all use this. If you don't, like if you have anything against it, like let me know, because you know I'm just trying things out. So that's that. Next thing up has been shampoo and conditioner. So I talked in my last update about like wanting to try a new shampoo and maybe start conditioning my hair, because you know I had seen like a lot of recommendations to not use conditioner on locks, especially like when you're starting your locks. One, because they might be more susceptible to unraveling, and then also because conditioner can cause a lot of buildup. So that was just something that I wanted to avoid. But I did feel like my locks were a little bit dry and was like wanting that conditioner, so I decided to like maybe try something new. So first things first, for shampoo I decided to switch from using Castile soap, which was what I had been using for like the whole first year. So I decided to go with the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore shampoo, and it has shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar in it. I decided on this one because I honestly just looked up like what are the best shampoos and conditioners for locks, and I kind of scrolled through the list and found what I could find off the list in the store, and this was like the first one that came up. So it was the easiest to get, and I wanted something with apple cider vinegar. I did know that because I wanted something like really cleansing and would help with buildup, so I felt like this would be a good option. So that's why I went with that. And then off the same list, I saw the Cantu Leave-In Conditioning Mist. Now, I know that people have their thoughts on Cantu, but like, okay, I was someone who used Cantu as like a loose natural, not all the time, just a couple of their products. But I wanted to try this leave-in conditioning mist because I felt like it wouldn't cause a lot of buildup, but it would start to soften my hair a little bit more. So let me know what you guys think of these two products. If you've ever used them, if you think they're bad, like just let me know, because like I said, I'm really just trying this out, seeing how it goes. So that is all that I really had when it comes to new products. Really, my hair routine has been pretty much the same. Oh, there is something else. I have been brushing my locks. So I saw this on someone's YouTube. I wish I could credit them, but I honestly don't remember whose it was. But I saw a tip to like brush your locks like when you're doing your moisturizing and oil routine, just so you can like get lint out of them and it makes them a little bit softer. So I have been adding that in, just brushing my locks at the end of the day with like, you know, a regular bristle brush. But it was suggested to only do this if your locks were mature, and now that mine have like gotten a lot more mature and I'm definitely not worried about them unraveling, it's something that I decided to add into my routine, and I have honestly liked it. I do feel that my locks have gotten a little bit softer. I want to see how it continues to go as I like do it more, but so far it's been good. I can't say that I like suggest it or don't suggest it yet. Maybe by next video I'll like know for sure, but I do feel like it's been something that I enjoy, so that has also been happening. All right, so let's talk about interlocking. So first I want to kind of explain to you guys why I decided to take this step. If you have seen my other videos, actually I don't know if I've talked about this or not, but like when I retwist, I just do like I literally just twirl the lock and I only retwist at the root. I'm not really someone who palm rolls because I like my texture to be like really visible, and I don't like super cylindrical type locks. So I like that my locks are a little bit messier, a little bit, you know, a little bit more out there. So I do not palm roll, but I do, you know, just twist right at the root and then clip so that I can dry it. But the only issue with that is that I have seen in this front row that after about maybe a week, 2 weeks, I would have like all of these little strands start coming out of my like front row of locks, and it was like, I don't know if it was just like new growth or hair that was not like getting into the lock, or hair that just like was not getting into the lock properly and like staying there. But it was super annoying because I would just have like these maybe 2-inch long pieces of hair that were just like sticking up out of my front row of locks. And I think it was mainly happening because like that's the part of your hair that gets the most like interaction, you know, like it's easiest to like access. So I don't know, I just felt like my edges were always like coming out, and it wasn't even like my edges, it was just like right in the middle, like these just short hairs were not going into my locks. And I'll try to, hopefully I'm like uploading videos so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I felt like my hair just wasn't locking properly in that front row, and it was really annoying to me because my retwist and like the rest of my head would last perfectly fine, but that first row was just a mess. And I especially noticed it on my left hand side, and I think it's because that is the side that I usually sleep on. So I just felt like that, plus the fact that it was my front row, it just wasn't looking good for your girl. So I was like, I need to figure out a way to not have this happen. So I decided to go ahead and interlock just my front row. So the rest of my hair is still done with my regular retwist, but just that front row I just decided to interlock. So how I did this was actually super duper easy. I just took a safety pin and put it in like this little end of my lock, put it in, and then pushed it through about 3 to 4 times. It depended on the lock and like how loose it was, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't super tight to the scalp, because I didn't want to cause any you know, what am I trying to say? I didn't want to damage my locks so that they ended up like fragile. is that the word I'm looking for? Not really, but I didn't want to cause any weak spots in my locks, so I didn't want to make it super tight to the scalp. So I went through maybe 3 to 4 times. I would go through the middle and then through the side, and you guys can like see on the video what's happening. And then, you know, just until it was tight enough, and like I had all of those little short hairs kind of gathered up so that they weren't like sticking out anymore, if that makes sense. So first I would just like wrap around the short hairs, do the interlocking, give it one final twist, and then pin it down. So that was kind of the process that I did for the interlocking, and honestly, so far I'm really happy with it. I think it looks good. I feel like my locks are laying very nicely in the front. I mean, you know, that's just me. I think it looks good. But I will see over the next month, like if that helps with, you know, having those little loose hairs in the front of my head, because I think that it will, because they feel just a lot more like secure now. Whereas with a regular retwist, I was just having the hair like wrapped around loosely. So with the interlocking, I feel like it really set like a solid foundation for my locks to like, okay, hairs, you need to go here. So hopefully the video that I like showed, you guys can kind of tell what happened there. If you have any more questions, or you want me to do like a more in-depth conversation about like how I interlocked my hair, just leave a comment down below and let me know, you know, if that's something you're interested in. Also, let me know if you want to just see how I retwist my hair on like a regular basis, because that is something I could also do, because I don't think I've like shown you guys how I usually retwist my hair. But yeah, as far as just like updates about like how I felt like my hair has been going for the past 11 months, I am just, honestly, I'm just kind of like not in shock, but just amazed at how much my hair has grown and matured and developed over the past 11 months. I spent some time this month like looking back at my first video that I uploaded, my 2-month lock update. And I'm just like, what on earth? My hair was so tiny, it was so short, and I just had like these little springy little twists. And I think the thing that amazes me most is like how much they've thickened up, because at first I was really nervous that my locks like were not going to be as thick as I wanted them to be, but I've noticed that like literally with every month they're getting thicker and like just having more weight to them. They move more freely, and honestly every month has just been, it's been so exciting to see how my hair has progressed. And you know, now I have some hang time. My locks are almost starting to touch my shoulders, y'all. Like they are almost getting there, almost. We're gonna see shoulder length at some point. But I'm just super happy with my hair, and yeah, that's really kind of the only like update that I have for 11 months. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you use any of the products that I talk about, definitely let me know what you think of them. If you have any different product recommendations, let me know that too, because you know, I'm always open to suggestions. But that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around so you guys can see the back of my hair like I always do. So give me 1 second. Alright y'all, that's gonna be it for today's video. The next time I'll be checking in with you guys, I will be 1 year locked. That's so wild to me. But until next time y'all, peace out.